how to rock a red lip that actually lasts. So that's what we're covering today. How to wear a red lip, and then also how to get it to stay. If you've tried wearing red before, you know that fade often happens kind of quickly. And so that's what I'm going to be covering. And I think maybe some new tricks or ideas that you maybe hadn't tried before. So I already did the basics. One of the big things with Valentine's coming up, right, is that everybody loves to wear red, right? Red is the color. I'm a little warm red today. But in the end, red is the color. And most of us, well, all of us can wear red. I know some people feel like it's a little too much for them. And really, all of us can wear red. It's just a matter of, again, finding that right undertone for you. So you can see, like I said, I love warms on me. And so you typically see me do more of a warmer look. So a warmer undertoned red is a great way to go. But if you're just not real sure, just getting more of what's considered kind of a neutral red looks great on all skin tones. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I've got your back. I'm going to give you some great tips before our big holiday arrives. So preparation is key, first of all. You want to use, for example, if your lips are really dry, a good exfoliator, and that's like our sugar scrub, for example, to get off all that dry, dead skin, which I could have done again. It is just so dry right now, and it seems like I can't seem to drink enough water, right? But this is definitely a thing to do even at night before bed so that it gets that dry layer off. And instead of just slapping on some lip balm, it actually allows then that lip balm to penetrate and do its work. And ours hydrates for a good 6 hours. So if you feel you need it again in the morning or before you're going out, go ahead at the beginning of this process, do your scrub, but don't add your lip balm. A lip balm will add kind of a slick to your lips, and that's going to cause it to wear off faster and maybe even bleed a bit off your lip. So, so skip the lip balm for this process, okay? So one of the fun tips is to, and I want to grab that, is to use our oil mattifier. And you really don't need much oil mattifier or even foundation primer. And as you can see, very little. That might even be more than I need. But basically, oil mattifier is something that you pat all over your face. And if you're going out for this big event, I'm not an oily person. And yet, you know how you seem to go out to eat and feel all kind of yucky? It helps prevent that. It helps prevent that breakdown. And it's basically kind of a block, right, between your skin and those oils and what's on top of it. Okay. So that's why it's good to use that oil mattifier to control any oil. So not only are you not adding any oil with like a balm, but you're also not, you're preventing that oil. Again, giving you a grip-friendly base. Okay, so second, we're going to prime our canvas. And even more than that as a primer, we're going to neutralize that lip a bit. So you would just take your foundation shade and pat it around. And this helps not only neutralize your edge, but I have a lot of people who say that they tend to, their lips always seem to turn more pink, or turn, a lipstick seems to turn more orange on them. Again, this helps prevent that color breakthrough as well. Okay, so we're working with preventing oils, we're preventing and blocking that color. So yeah, I look really wiped out right now, right? So neutralize it when you're doing your lips or your face with your foundation. Go ahead and also do your lips. And then let's see. Then you go ahead and line. Now, I love our liners. They are waterproof, and so they have a nice just turn up sharp tip to them, just turns up nice. But of course, if you start to wear that down, it's now in the bottom. And you see that little guy? It has a nice little shaper. Isn't that great? So you just put it in there and can sharpen, shape your lipstick or lip liner back to where the way you want it. Because I love that, like I said, that actually pulls out. So, so what you want to do is kind of create almost a little X there. Small strokes down toward the corner. Don't go all the way down. If you already notice that your lips are starting to kind of droop, you don't want to bring the line all the way to the bottom. Instead, we're going to lift from the bottom and come all the way to the edge. So similar idea to what we do with our eyes. You guys have probably heard me many times. Instead of dragging that line down past, we're going to come up from the bottom and lift it back up. Okay. And these are like crayons. They are so soft. It's hard to believe that they're actually moisturizing, like they feel moisturizing, and yet they're waterproof. Waterproof. It's hard to do your lips and talk at the same time. So if you have a little shake like I do, steadying your finger on your chin helps. Ooh, isn't that gorgeous color just all by itself? So that is our beautiful new, there's the shaper, and putting it back in its case. So that is our red. It's just a nice neutral red that works as a great base under anything. And yet again, because it's waterproof, you can eat, you can drink, you can talk, whatever, you're going to still have that nice all over stain if your lipstick starts to wear, or your lip gloss if you're more of a gloss girl. Okay. Now, for your lipstick, like I said, you want to choose one that is more in your undertone. So, and even too in your skin tone level. So like an ivory skin often loves the softer pinks or reds. Beige really can rock a true orangey red if you're kind of right at that ivory beige like I am, or even, you know, a bronze looks awesome in berry reds, but we can all use any of the above. So thin is in. I want you to think when you're applying your lipstick, think of this just like painting your wall, painting your nails. Well, several thin coats is the way you want to go with a lipstick, especially if you don't have this lip liner or awesome waterproof lip liner. Then this is the way you want to go to, again, get that red that lasts. Okay, so instead of going back and forth and back and forth, okay, one thin, barely touched it. Okay, thin coat. And then you're going to use the power of powder. So we're going to use that. And something I recently learned, which I might not have thought of before, our awesome angled brush, which is our crease brush, right? It has that nice angle and concentration. This works so perfectly to pat that powder on your lips. Okay, so again, thin coat of color, thin coat of powder. Let's do another. I accidentally went back and forth, didn't I? Okay. Isn't that great? I just love this. And again, you can do one more. Don't be shy. Repeat it several times if you like. And I know this powder looks scary at first because it's white, but it basically just disappears. Makes your color nice and matte. And again, it's for anyone who deals with the fine lines around the lips. The liner's going to help with that, but keeping your lip color more matte or your lip formula more matte is going to help control any of that oil bleed that happens as well. You know, glosses are not necessarily your best friend if you're dealing with those fine lines, or I've started noticing it too. And a friend said that the other day when we were doing makeovers. She said, I feel like my edge of my lips are just sort of disappearing, like they're just kind of fading into the rest of my skin. And I'm like, I know. So the funny things that happen as we get older, right? So, and it feels great. It's just this nice matte, like I said, even texture feel. So doesn't feel thick, looks nice. If you like more of a gloss, now go ahead and add a gloss, or even just top that very center. You know, this is considered a semi-gloss. So I am just going to go over it a little more just to give it a little bit of shine. There you go. So, yeah, those are your basic steps. So prep is key. Have a nice matte lip to start. So skip the lip balm. Exfoliate first if you need to. Then prime your lips, and that's with foundation, or excuse me, oops, I missed a tiny bit of the primer or oil mattifier, and then your foundation, and then your lip liner, and fill that all the way in, and then thin coats of lipstick and powder with the crease brush. Loving this. So curious to see how long it lasts. I guess I'm not going anywhere anymore tonight, but I'm excited to see. And a bonus tip is to only play up one feature. So as you can see, I did my eyes just pretty neutral, just a very soft, soft colors. Basically what I did is I light beam as my base, hazelnut in the crease, and candlelight as a little bit of tiny bit of shimmer, I guess. Deep brown liner. You can see my liner. And if you want to, you can even add a little flick if you like the cat eye to just lift and smudge kind of a black liner or a onyx eyeshadow to just kind of lift a little bit. I kind of kept it a little more basic. So that way they're not competing, but you still look totally finished all the way. So I hope you love these ideas and hope this was helpful. Like I said, some very quick, simple, easy steps to have something that lasts you all night for an upcoming outing, an upcoming party, any big events like maybe I know the kids have snow, is it snowball? I don't remember what they even call it, winter ball. And then of course prom's right around the corner, and weddings, lots of weddings where again, all of those things you want hours worth of stay. And yes, you can touch up, but it's just, again, it wears so differently. All right. So hope those were some great ideas for you. I have tons of Valentine gift ideas for guys and gals of all ages. And it's just something that they'll be able to use and they'll think of you for months to come. Also want to invite you to our, if you're seeing this in a different group, we have our makeup and beauty tutorials group, which I'm doing for me and my team and all of their customers and friends to join in, and we'll be kind of getting it re-going. Some of you may already be in the group. And just kind of getting it going again, where you're able to sign up for whatever events you'd like to attend live and we'll gather a little info so that we can then also, for any of the events that we are sending out sample packs, where you can then get those pamper packs to follow along and actually get to try some of the things that we're walking you through. Okay, so check that out. Jump in that group if you're not already in there, and stay in touch. I believe our next thing is Thursday night. We will be back with a Get Unready with Me event, and we'll be walking you through just some of the proper, skincare steps, how to keep it simple and yet multi-purpose, powerful products that will help you get ready for bed. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a fabulous night.